Welcome back. With this calligraphy box, we wanted to make sure you had loads of things to do with it. You don't even have to use it for calligraphy. As you can see with the outside of the box, which I did, you have so much scope for doing other things. The colours that we picked are designed to go together in different ways. So with the sea, the underwater scene that I created, you've got the ability to match up lots of different types of colour, and it works quite well. I hope you agree. So Illyahna has used the ABT markers to make this amazing rainbow calligraphy. And it can be applied to all sorts of things beyond this tutorial. So hopefully you gain some skills which can be applied to other bits and bobs. So I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of Illyahna, and I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, so we're going to start off by sketching out our word rainbow. So taking your Bristol board paper, sketch this out with your pencil. Once you're happy with the layout, I then take an eraser and just erase away some of the darker pencil markings so they don't show up too much. And then I take my lighter grey Tombow ABT and I just start drawing out writing out my word. So now we've got a base, it's like a template. So we're going to use that to help guide us, and we're now going to start filling those grey letters in with our colours. So starting with red and then going through effectively like a rainbow effect with the rest of the colours, we're just going to start slowly, carefully filling that in. And what's really good about using a lighter base colour like the grey is that it just kind of helps define, keeps you where you want to be on the paper. Don't worry about going over this, it's just a guide. So I like to work in a downward fashion when I'm applying colour and blending. For one, it just helps to save the tip from getting too kind of scuffed up. And also sometimes you'll notice if you are doing something with a water-based ink pen or even with watercolour, too much water on the paper can make it start to bubble up. So you just want to go lightly and just apply each colour at a time, and try to work in as much as possible a downward kind of fashion, so just downward strokes, so one colour blending into another. So here I've picked up the purple, lilac, and just working that in, and you just want to continue with each of the colours you have. Now by all means you don't have to use every single colour, I have, and it depends how big or small your lettering is on the paper. So obviously just have a bit of fun and experiment a bit. Now what you'll notice is as you use the darker colours, you'll get more of a defined line, like it's not really quite blending into the next colour, but don't worry, we're going to take care of that. So again, just be patient, just carefully fill in the space with your colours. So I just like to finish that off with that nice green on the tips of the letter. So once you're done and you're happy, we're then going to take our water brush. Now I use the water brush in a really similar way as a paintbrush, so I don't actually fill it with water, because you can, there's a barrel, you can fill it with water. I find that creates too much flow of water out of the end of the brush, and what can happen is if you've got too much water, you'll get a lot of bleeding around your letter shape, so just bear that in mind. So that's why sometimes you can see me dabbing it out on my kitchen roll just so that I don't have too much. But what you do is you want to start blending the colours into each other, and this is great because they're water-based. This brush works effectively to do that. You can use an ordinary paintbrush if you have that to hand. And it's great because it also just helps to make it look like a little bit more of a watercolour painting almost. It's really beautiful. So you just want to keep working. I find sometimes I have to work a little bit more into the darker colours, but you just want to do that across your entire word. So once you're happy, you can then make your word pop out a little bit more, I tend to like to create some shadowing lines along my letters. So I'll use the grey pen again to achieve this and just create some nice shadows. And there you have it.
Well, I hope you're looking forward to getting colourful and applying some of the skills from this tutorial in either a direct replica of this piece or other things. As ever, leave us some comments, let us know what you think, and subscribe because you can access previous content from other boxes. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.